What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the motherfucking
to our motherfucking lit ass channel, guys. Here's Domir. He didn't wait for his. He didn't wait. He didn't wait for me to say your name, bitch. Okay. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another video. We are so excited today because we are doing a
mukbang,
which we love because we love to eat.
Guys, we are on our way to Wingstop.
But before we get started, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Hit the bell button down below to get notified every single time we upload a video. Guys, we are so sorry for not uploading. We are sorry. Like,
hit that subscribe button.
Guys, this weekend we have one of my really good friends, Domir, with us. He's been with us since Thursday. So he's been with us since Thursday. We've been having a lot of festivities and stuff after a really like kind of like a petty situation happened, which you guys saw the title of the video.
No, we're spilling tea as we eat the food. Guys, by the way, today has been a productive day, and guys, when I tell you, and I pray to God everything works out, we have something that we've been missing coming soon.
That we've been waiting for.
Guys, please comment down below if y'all guys can guess what it is. Guys, we're not going to tell you if you guys guess it right, but just know we haven't had it in a while. We don't have one, guys. And
so
wonder if you guys can guess.
Good for you, but we're not gonna see it until who knows when. But today was a very productive day. I was about to say gay.
A very productive day.
What?
That's me. I'm a very productive day.
Is it Pride Month?
Yes, it is Pride Month. Happy freaking Pride!
Happy Pride! I will be in New York for Pride. Come see me.
Come see him, guys. We probably won't be there, but we are there in spirit because I don't know what we'll be doing with it. But yeah, guys, so as you guys can see by the title of the video, we are going to spill some tea. It's going to be, this little segment is going to be called Story Time / Tea Time with Isaiah and Kim. We honestly don't like to talk about negative things that happen to us or anything.
But we have to.
But this is a must because this is a learning experience, and then something that it cannot be, like, you know, it can't be like,
it just shouldn't happen.
It has to be told.
It has to be told. But guys, we're not gonna say no more.
Ooh.
Pothole. But guys, when we get the food, we'll show you guys that.
We'll show you guys that, and we'll tell you guys the story.
We'll drop the tea in 3.
All right, guys.
Yeah, so the tea. So I wasn't here for this situation.
Wait. So, as you guys can see, we're home. We got our fries.
Wingstop.
Amazing.
So good.
So this flavor, we got Wingstop. We got this like family deer or whatever. But let's get into what you guys want to know. So let's go ahead and, how do you say it? Rewind.
Sorry, it's hard to see Domir. It's just like,
yeah.
And I'm black and stuff.
Shut up.
Nah, it's just that the living room's a little occupied at the moment, so we're doing the video in the room.
All right, guys, so let's rewind to when we moved into this apartment, right? There was this leasing manager that literally fell in love with our apartment.
Yes. And
she renovated everything that we asked for because of that reason. So, you know, we got our dog back in, I believe, November.
Yep.
And we had not told the leasing office because he is going to be an emotional support pet. So we were waiting to get those papers, but we made the mistake of not doing it sooner, and that is why we got a lease violation from our landlord because the neighbors below us complained and assumed and falsely accused us of letting our dog pee on their balcony.
When actually it was just a wet mop.
It was a wet mop that we left on the balcony, and it was not true. We also leave our waters and all of that there, so if it leaks, it leaks.
Yeah, so something could have leaked. Mind you, they have hella pigeons pooping on their little patio right now. So I'm like, okay, cool.
So instead of asking us, hey, is it your dog's? They assumed because my dogs were on the balcony when we were chilling out there They wrote a whole letter, guys, like a dramatic letter to the landlord saying how we let our dog pee every day on there and how they're, you know, honestly tired of it. And mind you, they moved in after us. So
we've been here longer than they have.
Right? And
oh, by the way, there was a new leasing manager now.
There's a new leasing manager. So she had called me and she was like, hey, you know, I'm this and my name is, you know, this, and you know, I just want to let you know that it has been brought up to my attention that you have a dog that's peeing on the neighbor's balcony. But they said that they didn't mind at first, but now it's starting to smell. So because I didn't want to admit to it, I basically told her like, hey, that it's not true, like, you know, like, because they weren't peeing, it wasn't true, but I didn't want to admit that we had a dog, which was our fault, and that's completely fine.
Very true.
So, but that the reason why is because our dog was like, it's like a tiny dog.
He's
guys.
tiny
like
as hell.
Tiny, you know.
And he's 4 pounds. Like, he's done growing now.
Done.
He was 2 pounds when we got him, but yeah.
So she had called me twice about how they complained, and mind you, after the first complaint, we even made sure not to even be on the balcony, which is completely dumb, I guess. And like, we didn't have to do that because 1, we pay rent, 2, we've been here longer.
Yeah. 3, there's no policy saying you can't have your dog on the balcony. Yeah,
and no, not even that, but also if you know that you're moving in and you know that these apartments have cracks like they're wood, you know what you
stuff will end up leaking through because
it's just
it's just
like
the nature
rain,
of it,
you know. So finally she kind of got tired of, you know, telling me, like, after the second time, because I wasn't, you know, putting my dog on a leash. So but what made me upset was that we had a lot of maintenance issues, right? And no one was answering us. So I literally, because the old manager, she made sure everything was done for us immediately. Like, we literally felt like, oh yeah, like, thank you, special or whatever, or
you're just really nice. He tried to be so quiet with it.
So Domir's gonna pop in the story when we get to this point, right? So fast forward, I call her, I'm like, hey Michelle, I don't understand why you can't return my call, especially if, you know, the neighbors below us can call you and complain about us, and you call me while I'm at work 20 times.
Me as well. Like, she's blowing our phone non-stop while we're at work. And like Kim said, like, we have like maintenance issues, like stuff is breaking. We had our light out for like a while.
We got a garage here and it wasn't working, and we were paying a lot for the garage. So we were like, okay, you know, it's pretty ridiculous how you can't answer us, but as soon as the neighbors below us call you about our dog, you literally immediately get to us via email, via phone, and via whatever, via mail. So I guess she probably thought that I was calling her. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. So I guess she probably thought that I was calling her the word R ends with T. Racist, basically, because the neighbors below us are Caucasian. And so yeah, and this is the neighborhood where, like, it's like a bougie neighborhood, I guess you could say. Like, it's like it's in a good area. Yeah, it's a good area. So anyway, so she was like, okay, well, you know what, Kim, I'm giving you a lease violation because you still haven't and the maintenance confirmed that your dog has been there since you moved in September. I was like, what? Whoa. I was like, first of all, I was like, I want to know who told you that, because I have proof of when I bought the dog. Second, I don't understand why you're giving me a lease violation if I'm literally bringing you everything tomorrow. So we literally brought her everything the day after, but we still got the lease violation regardless. So fast forward, she gave me another lease violation because she saw me walking my little sister's dog, Frida, and she said, you know, during the property inspection you were seen walking another dog that is not on your lease. And we were like, okay, at this point we feel harassed and we feel like we're being discriminated against because, you know, some things that she saw, like, you know, we speak Spanish and, you know, so we honestly felt that way because to the people below us, she showed a different type of attention.
Everything was done for them right away, we feel like. Literally. And whenever we called in, we just felt like it just wasn't important. Unless it was something we were in trouble for, then she called us and emailed us extremely fast. Literally.
So anyway, so fast forward, we get another lease violation because they wanted me and Isaiah to have separate renter's insurance. Right. So if you have, you know, like if you're married, girlfriend, spouse, or if whatever, you can be, I can get a renter's insurance, and the, you know, your spouse or whatever can be an occupant on there. So I was like, why do I have to get separate insurance if I already have? And they make you literally get the highest insurance ever.
Guys, so pretty much what it was that they told Kim that we had to have separate insurance policies, renter's insurance policies. But come to find out, we didn't have to be on the separate ones, and I was just waiting to get on hers or like get my own, because we were like letting them know there's stuff in the process where we can both be on the same one. But that was false the whole time, so we were told wrong from the beginning.
He could have just
I could have already been
from the jump
on the thing. We would have avoided that violation like nothing. But we still got it because we were given false information. So it's like, okay, well, I feel like that's not even our fault at this point, because we were given false info.
I tried to fight.
But of course,
they didn't care. But she basically told me, it is what it is. You got it, and I'm not taking it away. So I was like, whoa. So, fast forward, right? We're not gonna get into like other things that we're, you know, in the process of doing. But let's just say this week, when did this happen? On Thursday, right?
Yeah.
On Thursday, June 20th.
June 20th, yep.
Yeah, June 20th. This male lady, I'm home. I'm in pain. I'm literally like, you guys are aware of my health conditions, right? And I'm laying down, and my little sister walked out Hercules, which is a tinier dog, which is a toy Yorkie. And she comes.
Hold on, before we get into that. Well, go ahead, keep going. My bad, sorry, y'all. So,
my little sister runs in, and she hugs me, and I'm like, what? And all I hear is this banging on the door, and I'm like, so I get scared, because I'm like, if she ran in, and you know, and mind you, I was watching her through the window, but as soon as I saw her run and this lady walking behind her, I was like, wait, what? So then I was scared, because I was like, what if it's somebody else? So I'm in here, and then I'm like, who is it? And she wasn't trying to answer to say who it is until the 4th time. And then she's like, it's a male lady. And I'm like, okay, hi, how are you? She's like, can you not let your dogs pee by the mailboxes on the pole? She was like, because it's very unpleasant smelling pee while I'm putting in the mail.
And I'm like, hold on.
I'm like,
how many dogs pee on the damn mailbox? First of all,
I'm gonna chime in right quick.
he was eating.
First of all, it's outside. Outside just smells like outside. That's all for them.
So I'm like, oh really? I'm like, so why are you assuming that it's just my dogs peeing by there? She's like, because I see them every day. Which is a complete lie, because this is the first week that I've been off of work, because my PTO week we were in California. The 2nd week I was at work. Now the 3rd week I'm on, you know, disability or whatever. And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, you know, I mean, I think every dog pees there, and I've never heard of somebody complain about a dog peeing where they're supposed to pee. So she's like, okay, well, she was like, you need to not do it. And she was like, because I also heard about you letting your dogs pee on people's balconies. I'm like, oh.
What? We were like, oh, wow.
I'm like, oh, really? Wonderful. Isaiah, you weren't even here.
I wasn't, but that's how I felt too.
So she was like, yeah, have a good day. She was like, don't let them do that. And I was like, oh. So then I was literally like shaking, guys, because I'm in pain, and I don't want to get out of character, right? Because it's just, I don't let people ruin my day. Like, I try not to, because it takes so much energy to be mad, to be like just a negative person in general. And me and Isaiah always pray literally in the nights for no bad energy to get to us, right, and for our hearts to be cleansed at all times and not feel any hate towards anyone. Like, we literally, like, we basically just spread the positivity in our apartment so that no negative energy can get to us. And I'm trying to calm down, but guys, at this point I'm like, how do you even know that my dogs do that? So either the leasing office told you or the neighbors told you, but either way they're not supposed to disclose any private information about other residents to anyone else.
It's not her job to know that.
And it's harassment at that, because so basically how I took it as, so I know that your dogs pee on other people's balcony, and I know that your dogs are pissing me off right now, so because of that, you know, now I'm gonna go ahead and say something. So I literally went to the balcony and I'm like, you know, I'm like, hey, what is your name? And she kept trying to say it really, really low so that I couldn't hear her.
She knew she was wrong.
Yeah, and I'm like, I said, what is your name? And she was like, she said it, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and report you because you followed my little sister into my home. I was like, you scared her, you're harassing her, and you're being discriminated. You're literally discriminating us for what you heard from someone else.
Her little sister's literally traumatized to go out there every time she's there. She's on summer break, by the way. That's why that's why
she's only 8.
She's only 8 years old, literally. So I was like, and she was like, well, if you report me, I don't care. I already told the post office. And I'm like, I don't care what you told them. You are wrong. You're not supposed to know any of the information that you just told me. I was like, and you need to mind your business. I was like, because at this point, you're not really doing your job. And then I was like, and you're literally like being, like, you're discriminating, you know, you're discriminating against us because you're, you know, blaming my dogs. And she basically, and then she was like, okay, well, your dogs are a problem in the community. That I was like, oh, okay. And mind you, our dogs are tiny compared to the dogs that live here.
There's some big dogs around here.
Yeah, like literally
like
everyone has
ones.
Huskies, German Shepherds, like all of that. So she's ignoring me and she gets mad because at this point I really did get out of character, guys. Like I was like, okay, well, you keep talking over me. I was like, do not talk over me because you're being very disrespectful. I was like, my little sister's crying right now. So she slams all the mailboxes closed. She didn't even leave the rest of my mail. And then she calls whomever she calls. I'm like literally like taking pictures of everything because I want proof. So I reported her and she basically went and told the leasing office that she's gonna spray pepper spray to my dogs and that she doesn't care what she did. So I basically told her manager, you know, what she did. Her manager was like, okay, well, you know, that's unacceptable. Da, 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 da.
Well, we called the post office and to file the complaint.
To file the complaint because I was like, my little sister literally, so the second day comes and this is when Domir comes in. I'm gonna let Domir tell y'all what he did because Domir is literally family. So go ahead, Domir.
He had to put his plate down.
Because so after I found out,
Oh, the fries. Damn.
at least I like grabbed it so where like all of them
fries.
didn't spill out of them.
Go ahead, Domir.
Okay, so after they like told me what happened, I was like, no, like, cause like they're like family. Like Mia's like my niece, and the fact that she was scared to go outside to walk her dog in a place that she lives over some dumb stuff that happened between 2 neighbors and the mail lady who doesn't even live in the community. It was BS. So I took matters into my own hands and I waited for her to come back. I took the dog out and I walked the dog to the mailbox and I sat there next to her and I asked her. I said, "Are you the lady who followed my niece home after, or who, yeah, are you the lady who followed my niece home yesterday?" She goes, "No, I know where they live." But my thing is, how do you even know where they live?
You don't even know us.
Yeah, you don't even know her. Don't live here. I know she lives. First of all, you have to follow her home. Like you have to know
Well, exactly it is.
Yeah, like you can't just come and find where they live. It's multiple apartments in one complex.
And mind you guys, she literally knocked a second after my little sister ran in here, which is how I know. And I saw her. I was peeking my head and I just saw someone follow her. And then when I seen the blue clothes and then I heard her say, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. So go ahead, Dorian.
So then like I'm like, you know, I'm a little mad because that's my niece. Like I'm a little pissed off. So yeah, I'm already out of character before I even got there. I'm not even gonna lie. Like so I'm like, okay, so what makes you think that it's okay to follow an 8-year-old girl home? Like that's so stupid, that's dumb. What made you think that you should get yourself involved? And she goes, because they're peeing on it. I was like, it's outside. It's outside. How do you know it's their dog? Well, I know about their problems. Those problems are not your problems. You don't have nothing to do with those problems. And you don't even know the full extent of the problems. You're going off against what somebody said. You don't know these people. And the fact that you took it upon yourself during your job, doing your job where all you have to do is put mail inside the mailboxes and leave. The fact that you took the time out of your day to follow this 8-year-old girl home, bang on the door, and they're saying that she followed her home, but what Mia told me is that she ran after her home. That's what Mia told me. That's why I was pissed off.
Yeah, because I saw my little sister run, and that's why I was like, that's when I ran to the door. And I saw the lady, like, before I ran to the door. And I'm like, but I didn't see who it was, guys. I didn't see who it was. I just, after I see my little sister run, I ran to the door. And I saw, like blonde hair. And I'm like, okay, so basically, after this whole situation, the leasing manager is being extremely
super nice. Because, mind you, how does the mail lady know about our problem? This is confidential information that shouldn't be shared. And
that's inaccurate.
Within like an organization or an outside parties like the mail lady. So how did she find out? Was it the neighbors down below? To be honest, I highly doubt it, because they go to work every day just like us. So I'm like, the leasing manager had to say something. So
yeah, because the times this whole week that I was home, I was out by like a certain time. So when she got here, I was leaving. So that's why I was like, you're lying, because I took my dogs with me the whole week. I was with my cousin and, you know, friends and stuff. So there is absolutely no way that it's been every day. And second of all, so does it really matter if they're peeing? Like, it's just ridiculous. So her manager basically told me, like, he was like, I understand, like, I'm gonna do something about it. I was like, I will file a police report because my little sister is traumatized and she was not supposed to follow.
Crying.
She was literally crying, guys.
While I was outside, she was literally crying. It took me a minute, like, to even like get her to even want to come out of the room, because she didn't want to come outside. She didn't want to go outside.
Literally,
it made her feel terrible. She was scared to walk her dogs.
And that's first of all, like, that shouldn't be happening, because like I said, we pay our rent on time, and it's a lot of rent. Like, the amount that we're paying,
it's expensive for what we got.
Yeah. So anyway, but the manager from the post office basically asked me at one point. He was like, well, would you like to smell pee when you're doing your job? I'm like, sir, I work at a bank, and I have people that come in there that don't smell very pleasant either.
I do too.
But if I were to tell them,
like,
yeah, but do you think my manager will allow me to say to somebody,
like, oh, hey, you stink,
don't come in here smelling like this? Like, no,
that's terrible customer service. We'll get fired.
And
you
can't
do business here.
Yeah,
you stink.
like, you can't do business here because you stink. Are you serious? Like, are you? Most companies pride themselves in customer service, and the fact that he said that literally ticked me off. So, but now the leasing manager is being extremely nice to us. She's accommodating with us on a lot of things that we're not going to discuss on here. But yeah, guys, we really wanted to tell you guys, because honestly, sometimes if we don't stand up for what we feel, no one will, and we'll just keep being taken advantage of. We'll just keep being looked down at, because oh, hold on, so she came and inspected our apartment because she wanted to see if she wanted to renew our lease, which I thought was weird, because I've never heard of that. Usually you just get a paper saying whether you want to renew or not, whatever. So that's another reason why we think that she's being nice, because she fell in love with our apartment. She was complimenting it, but I'm just like, I think at first she was looking down at us because she probably thought, you know, the dogs,
all the accusations.
Yeah, all the accusations. She was looking at us because we're both 22. Like, you know, when we moved in, we were 21.
Yeah. And
she probably kept complimenting us. And a lot of times, you know, young people that are able to afford or, you know, have certain things, they look down at us, and they are very biased towards us. So they believe the older person over us because they think that we're lying.
Because we're young, right?
Yeah, because we're young, and because we're Latinos, and we that's bullshit. I don't know.
Probably.
But that's why we really wanted to tell you guys the story, because we feel like it happens to a lot of people, whether it's, you know, with dogs or whether it's with, I know a lot of customers of mine that they have been told that they can't have 2 cars at their apartment complex. Like, what? So we just wanted to explain to you guys our experience and tell you guys that you should not let anyone, absolutely anyone, take advantage of you in order to look down at you. If you feel a certain way, you say it.
And if you know something's not right, you fight for it.
Literally, like, say something, stand up for yourself, because there are laws in the states, there are policies, and there are rights that you have as a person and as a tenant, you know what I mean? So yeah, we've been harassed, we've been, like, literally discriminated against, and we've been, like, just everything.
It hasn't been the experience we expected.
Absolutely not. But, you know, things are hopefully gonna get better. But we really want to tell you guys, because you need to take care of everyone around you. You need to be careful around, you know, everyone, and you know, like we're the thing that we're looking at it is like we're learning our experience as well to always just be upfront with everything. Like, yeah, we have dogs,
like the
whatever.
dogs, like we understand.
We learned our lesson for that, and to just be, you know, like, because at some point once you carry yourself a different way, people will take you more seriously. So we kind of looked at the positive of this, like, you know, it made us aware of other things that we weren't aware of. It made us it made the leasing manager see that our apartment is nice regardless of the dogs, and we
and
are
it also
careful about
showed
things.
that she shouldn't tell people
Our
residents' business, especially to the wrong ones.
Because she said that it was the neighbors, but I highly doubt that. So, but whatever.
Whatever, we'll see.
But anyway, guys, we got so many videos coming up this week. Like I said, I'm off of work, so it's about to be lit.
Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell button down below to get notified every single time we upload a video. And guys, today's IK shout goes to
all of you guys, all of our new
shout out
subscribers.
to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's been commenting down below. We love every single one of you. Shout out to Domir for being part of our video today.
You'll see him more on the vlogs, guys. We have a lot of things, events, and parties coming up. So
like we said, big things are coming. Guys, comment down below what is missing on our channel, please.
Yes, comment down below, and we will do it, guys. We'll see you guys next time on Isaiah's and Kim.
Peace.
Toodles.